Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. Right now, just a quick update on the crypto prices as I've been watching it so closely, but things are moving in a very interesting fashion. Solana is just pumping through. XRP actually had a perfect retest yet again. Polkadot back above $50, actually reaching towards 55. Ethereum hitting all-time high levels again, yet Bitcoin being completely neutral. What is going on? Well, guys, diving top right here over at the $1.21 level, and the last hour, I guess, has been most interesting because we had a surge here towards $1.22.7, something like that. However, right now we came right back down as we are again retesting this level, and throughout the 15-minute chart for XRP, we are again facing some resistance, as can obviously be seen. Now, I was actually wondering what happened over the last couple of hours though. Like, what made the crypto market dump? What went through here? What was happening? To be honest with you, I couldn't really find what made the prices dump throughout this entire journey right here. But what was interesting is that if you look at Bitcoin a couple of hours further, when things start to pick up back the pace, you're noticing that there was actually quite a big dump in the Bitcoin charts at about 6 p.m. on the UTC chart. Look at that, guys. Bitcoin came all the way back down to about $60.5 thousand, which is again a very nice retest for Bitcoin, but for not really any good reason. And I've tried to look around, and there's no really good explanation for it. And sometimes it's only on one exchange, but that is not the case, as it's on Bitstamp, it is on Binance, and if you go further, you notice that it's on most of the exchanges out there. Then again, looking at the complete market cap, for example, yeah, you can actually see that was pretty big dent. On the altcoin market cap, though, there really wasn't that much of one, but there also is, so Bitcoin basically took a major hit that hour for some reason. One thing I actually haven't done is look at it from a minute perspective. Ooh, that might be something we want to do here, or 15-minute perspective. So all of it happened within one 15-minute debacle with a huge amount of volume. Let's check the 1-minute chart, guys, to quickly see how this came about. Everything happened there within 1 minute. So Bitcoin had a little bit of a flash crash as it went from 62.5 to about $60,000 in a nice flash crash, hitting our demand zone. So if you actually follow my strategies that I provide over on this channel, right? I told you guys where to place your buys for Bitcoin. Our most recent buy would have been at about 60.1 thousand. I actually have to look at my exchange then, to look at my account, to see if my buy actually got triggered. Because I'm not sure. I think my buy, honestly, is at $60.1 thousand. Honestly. Then again, I'm trading it, I think, over on Bybit. So it could be that actually, I'm not exactly sure what the price point would be at. I didn't check because I didn't think we would have dropped so low. On the exchange I was looking at here, we only dropped to about 60.4. But I need to check if on my exchange my buy actually got filled, because that would be juicy. That means I got myself some gains over the last couple of hours. And that's actually one thing I should recommend you guys to do as well. Make separate orders on where your buys are going to be. Let me explain that differently. Put orders in up front. So put a couple of limit orders in up front for basically snapping up some Bitcoin or XRP or whatever, if the time ever comes to it. Now, talking about XRP, a little bit earlier in a video, I told you guys where to buy, right? I told you guys buy at $1.14. Unfortunately, the price already bounced from there, so he didn't get the perfect chance. Next hour, however, luckily, it came right back down to about 1.147. You actually had 2 hours to buy back within this little area right there. If you did, pretty lucky on you, huh? Because you made a 7% or 7-cent profit in the next couple of hours. In terms of percentages, it's about also 7% or so that you could have made by now. And right now, again, I'm not going to say short right here, but we are facing some interesting resistance here, so we're going to have to watch it pretty closely to see if we can finally breach through. All right, we got ourselves some breakout like I've been sharing over on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure what that is right now, but we basically got ourselves a nice little breakout over on Twitter from a longer term trend line, which is beautiful to see. But more importantly, we need to now start basically building from here on forward. Let me see if we can find some of these trend lines. No, unfortunately, no. I'm not sure where they are. Maybe here if we get lucky. Yeah. So if we're looking here, this is a 1 hour chart though. We can see that the purple one basically is a very long-term symmetrical triangle. The blue one is a little bit of a shorter-term symmetrical triangle. But what they basically, or I'm not even sure if the blue one is symmetrical, to be honest. But what we're basically seeing is that we broke out from both of these triangles just now in the last couple of hours. And on both of them, we basically just got ourselves some confirmation too, meaning that we should actually start buying in like crazy. But the question is, are we going to get that on the daily? As from a daily perspective, we just now start to break out, I believe, on both of them. Yeah, on both of them, we actually just broke out just now. And we're going to have to see how it's going to perform tomorrow on forward. But usually, if it breaks out with this much severity and there's not a big red candle afterwards like we saw, for example, a couple of weeks ago, things are quite nice, all right? Things are quite nice depending on the candle we see tomorrow. But I'm hoping it's going to look a little bit along the lines of this as a candle. Again, a pretty nice one, just a nice little green candle. And then the next line, I'm hoping it's either going to start from here and go crazy bullish, because that often happens, or it's going to do a little bit like come back down here, but then ultimately end green as well. Because usually we then get the chance to buy in throughout about halfway of the second confirming candle, or the first confirming candle, I should say. This is the breakout candle, this is confirming candle. So at about, let's say, $1.21 or so tomorrow, depending on what this candle is going to look like, would be a very nice buy. I'm going to look at that. However, if we breach through $1.30, there's already a couple of buys as well set up. To make sure I have my position. And again, like I've said before over on Patreon, there's already a long system of buys set in place for if we actually get our settlement going. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you straight away, make sure you join the Telegram, because there might eventually be an update that I have to give out so ridiculously quick that I'm not going to have time to make a video about it. Same thing goes for Twitter. Make sure you follow me over on there. I just checked here. The XRP community is so freaking huge on Twitter. Make sure you're following me over there, though. TheDustyBC. And then for both of these things, you got to relate it back to Bybit. I've been talking so much about Bybit. You know why, though, guys? They've been treating me well. They've been treating you guys well. There's right now I feel like a freaking salesman. At the end of the day, I don't really care. I shouldn't maybe sound like a salesman this much, because obviously there's not... Let me tell you guys the complete honest truth, huh? Let me tell you guys complete, honest, and raw truth. Bybit right now has the biggest bonuses ever. And as I've said before, this channel is dedicated to making sure that the people who watch me become millionaires, if not billionaires. Because it's going to happen. I think almost every single person watching right now will become one if they're not one already. What you can do with bonuses, like for example the ones over on Bybit, is trade with leverage and actually make yourself such a freaking huge amount of money that I keep telling people, just try it out. Don't go all in with your money, all right? Don't. But try it out. If you don't like it, quit. But know that it's a possibility. The bonuses that you get on there are so huge, because if you use those to trade, you can make yourself a freaking fortune worth of profit with free money. I keep telling people, don't waste bonuses. It's so freaking amazing that you get them. However, that's only one part. The second part is actually the launchpad right now, which just came out. The first coin is going live right now, and that's why you should join Telegram. I left a little post in there on how to actually get your coins. As launchpads like this are always amazing to join. So just check out all the details I posted right there. And I don't want to say follow the DustyBC's advice, because it's not advice, right? But I would always say, if there's a launch like this, which you might be able to join, try it out, because very often it pays very, 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 very well to do so. I am not talking about doubling or tripling your money, guys. I'm sometimes talking about 100 timing your money. I speak from experience. So yeah, try those things out. It's definitely worth it to try as many launchpads as you can. Sometimes you have to hold a large amount of the token though. In this specific case, I think you have to hold yourself about 500 of their BIT, which is about $1,500 worth, to be able to buy $500 worth of this token. You might think that's awful. Well, if you can turn your $500 into 50,000, well, it's pretty worth it to hold $1,500, or not even $1,500 of their token, which again is also a good token to hold if you ask me. All right, that's besides the point. I've left you guys with too much information already. Check it out if you want to. If you don't. But I've left the info here for you to take it and do with it as you please. Adios, amigos. Have a very nice day. I'm enjoying all of this.